To lose my car. I can't pay rent, I can't pay medications, doctor's fees. I don't have money to do anything. I don't have gas in my car. I don't have food in my fridge.
These current employees and former employees of Canopy Cannabis Dispensary share a struggle.
How many people are behind in receiving their paychecks?
From not being able to pay the rent
I was evicted.
to being broke on a son's birthday.
The reason why I was able to get him a cake was Catholic Charities. They gave us a cookie cake.
They told us they were behind on bills because their paychecks were late when we interviewed them on May 28th.
The first time it happened at the end of February, I had my first ever panic attack at work.
The I-Team looked into Canopy Cannabis Dispensaries. Its parent company, CW Nevada, filed for bankruptcy in April. According to court documents, as of May 3rd, the company owed more than $405,000 in taxes and nearly $118,000 in rent. But a federal bankruptcy judge threw the case out, which means the company is likely still on the hook to pay its bills. Other court documents reveal CW Nevada is ordered to pay consultants named Forefront Advisors $4.9 million. According to Metro Police, the constables seized more than $8,000 from the business in February. Records show the business is ultimately managed by Brian Paget. He's also an attorney. Noemi Durval says she was a manager at Canopy.
I'd like to see Brian in an orange jumpsuit going to prison.
The I-Team reached out to Paget by email, phone, and a visit to the dispensary. In an email on May 30th, he asked for the opportunity to give his side of the story and said he'd need to clear it with his legal team first. On June 4th, an attorney representing the company suggested Mr. Paget was open to granting an interview, but he never agreed to an on-camera interview. Paget and these former employees we talked with both say they are under a non-disclosure agreement with his company. Paget threatened a lawsuit against Channel 8 if we aired this story. Then a spokesman sent a statement, quote, as the parent company of Canopy Cannabis Dispensaries has recently been in active bankruptcy, company policy stipulated that no comments were to be made during this time. As the bankruptcy situation has just been resolved, appropriate attention to this matter will now be addressed accordingly and forthwith, unquote.
It's so much more than just not paying us. There's a reason why there's 7 to 8 lawsuits against him. There's a reason why he's battling his partners and he's tried to tell us that it's all their fault and he's the good guy, and I have no sympathy for him.
On June 12th, after a hearing for one of the lawsuits the company is facing,
Will employees get paid anytime soon?
the I-Team caught up with Paget.
What we're doing right now is I have a company of over 125 employees that we haven't made a single cut in pay on, that we have not laid people off, and we are continuing to pay each and every one of them. We might be slow, but that's because certain people have been actively attempting to close our stores. And even though it hurts, even though I may bleed, I'm not leaving those people by the side of the road. And I think that's the story that people have missed. No further comment. Thank you.
But the same day, several employees told the I-Team no, they still had not been paid. And now some employees are suing CW Nevada. They allege their health insurance lapsed and they weren't getting paid on time. This is one of at least 7 lawsuits the company is facing. Others include one partner suing Paget for mismanaging the business and the landlord at the Blue Diamond location alleging he hasn't been paid rent.
A lot of questions pop up, there's really no real answer.
Greg Grant says he was part of the team to open all 3 locations at Blue Diamond, North Las Vegas, and downtown.
We were all there because we got these jobs, we made a family, we grew, we saw profit. The company was really good at some point. And then somewhere, somehow, money wasn't being paid, and then promises being broken, bridges being burned. And here we are today.
Court records show the downtown Las Vegas and North Las Vegas locations were shut down in the spring. The Blue Diamond location shut down more than a week ago.
What breaks my heart the most is that we're all like in the same boat. There's no captain to the ship. It's a sinking one.
One agency that would not share information with us was the Department of Taxation's Marijuana Enforcement Division. A spokesman would not tell us the status of a license or about any inspections, but as we mentioned, the I-Team tracked down court documents which show they suspended the registration and licenses for the North Las Vegas and downtown locations in the spring. Recently, a receiver was appointed temporarily, meaning he'll be in charge to try to sort out the business problems that way.
And Vanessa, one would hope at some point that those employees get fully paid.
Yes, obviously they want to get paid, and I know they've really been waiting for this story to air. They've wanted a voice.
They're anxious. All right, Vanessa, thanks so much.